I caution you to not believe anything you see or hear without thorough investigation and validation during a time like this. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the mother of Shani Luke making a video saying that her daughter may not be deceased in Gaza Strip after all. She's saying that she has a severe head injury and is in critical condition, but is not gone as of yet, according to information that she has received. Now, in case you don't know who I'm talking about or what's going on, let's back up and explain, and let's go straight to the picture. You may have seen this young lady on social media, because what happened is that she was, unfortunately, in the video that went viral of some Hamas fighters screaming Allahu Akbar while she was in the back of a pickup truck looking really bad. And I can't play the video. If you want to see it, I'll link to it in the box. I'm going to show you a quick picture so you kind of understand what's going on. But this is her, Shani Luke. Now, she was in Israel at a rave with a lot of other people. And unfortunately, she may have been attacked there by Hamas, and she could be deceased. She might not be deceased. Her mother says that she's not. Now, that's her right there. And we have more pictures. This is her again. You may recognize that picture right there on the left. That's a more popular one that's been kind of floating around. That's her. She's from Germany, and she was in Israel going to the party. And this is her here with the hair dancing at the rave. I think this is actually at the event. You can kind of see it's out in the open, kind of in the desert type environment. Now, this is where things really went bad, and I'm going to explain exactly what happened in a minute. But first, this is the picture you may have seen. You may have seen these guys, the Hamas fighters, saying Allahu Akbar or whatever, and that's her in the back of the truck. Now, you can see that her leg is looking really crazy. In other videos, the leg is going in the wrong direction. So clearly the leg was broken, and she appeared to have an injury in the back of her head. So if you saw that video, you would think that she's deceased. It makes sense to say that she is no longer with us. But the mother is saying, no, my daughter is still alive, according to what I'm hearing, and we need to get her back. Now, before I roll this video, link will be available in the description box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Die Mutter von der entführten Shani Luke. Wir haben jetzt weitere Informationen, dass Shani am Leben ist, aber eine schwere Kopfverletzung hat und kritischer Situation ist. Jede Minute ist kritisch und wir wir verlangen von der deutschen Regierung, dass sie schnell handelt. Man sollte sich nicht über Zuständigkeitsfragen streiten. Man muss schnell handeln, um die Shani aus dem Gazastreifen herauszuholen. Dies ist wirklich mein verzweifelter Aufruf an das ganze Land, Deutschland, mir zu helfen, meine Shani wieder nach Hause gesund zurückzubekommen. Vielen Dank.
So you saw that, you heard that. Now, if you are a native German speaker, let me know, or if you just can speak German, let me know if those subtitles were correct. What she's saying is, hey, we have information that our daughter's still alive and she's in the Gaza Strip. She's in critical condition with a head injury, and we need to get her out of the Gaza Strip immediately. And she's not worried about who's responsible, who did what or whatever, but they need to get her out of the Gaza Strip. Now, that's from the mother. I'm not saying anything about what's going on. I'm not trying to defend Hamas or anything like that. But let me explain what could be going on here, according to what the mother is saying. And I think that's her again right there. That's a young picture of her. And then that's a picture I showed you earlier. But let me explain what's going on from what I'm able to understand. So there was a party, big rave out there. I showed you the picture, the video of her dancing at the party. What happened is that Hamas paratrooped into the party. Now, this is where the story of what transpired next gets a little bit murky. Some say that Hamas just immediately opened fire on the partygoers indiscriminately. Random innocent people just slaughtered them. Others say that they were intercepted by the IDF. That's the Israeli Defense Force. And when they were intercepted by the IDF opened fire on Hamas, and Hamas may have fired back. And in the crossfire, of course, you're going to have the party goers who were injured, were killed, or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of difficult to understand or ascertain who did what to who. Was it IDF that injured Miss Shani Luke, or was it Hamas? Was it both? Who did what? I don't know. And the mother obviously is saying, let's not worry about that part. Let's worry about getting my daughter home, which I understand, because if you have word that your daughter is still living, you want to get her back. Now, obviously, if you guys saw the video of her back in the truck, she looked like she's gone. I mean, I didn't really see too much life there, but maybe we're wrong. Just because a thing looks one way does not mean it is that way. There's a chance that you could still be living. And you know what? I got to ask a question. There's plenty of pictures and videos of innocent people, soldiers and everything else just on the streets. Like, the situation is very bad. What's happening here is a humanitarian crisis, regardless of what. You could be a person that supports Palestine or Israel or whoever. It doesn't really matter. It's really bad out there. You're seeing plenty of videos and pictures of people, babies, women, men, elderly, young, just on the streets, deceased. And really graphic stuff I can't even show. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it on my website. It's that bad. But I saw one picture of, it appeared to be 3 or 4 women just stacked up right next to a park bench outside. Just stacked up, just like it was nothing. Dead, obviously. Blood everywhere, just lifeless. So the question is, if Hamas is able to do things like that, just kill people and leave them right there, why would they have this young lady in the back of the pickup truck? I mean, were they just parading her around? Was it a trophy? Like, why did they have her in the back of the pickup truck? Was it just to have her trophy, just to say Allahu Akbar, all this and that? Or we're taking her to the hospital? I don't know. Again, if you saw the video, it looks one way. It looks like they killed her and they were using her as a trophy, and that was pretty much it. But it might not be that. Looks can be deceiving. And sometimes just because you see one thing on the internet and it's presented to you in a certain way, on television as well, same thing. TV, internet, no difference. Sometimes you see things that may not be the way they look on these platforms, and you're not given the full story. You're not given the full context. You don't know what's going on. So you make an assumption. And again, to assume that she's deceased makes sense. It really does, because she did not look like she had any life in her. The leg, she was pretty much, it was bad. But she might still be living, might be in very bad condition, broken leg, obviously, head injury, obviously, but she could still be with us. So I hope, as I close, that she does survive, and anyone else who is injured survives and makes it out. And I hope that all this stuff over there comes to an end. But unfortunately, this particular part of the world has been fighting since the dawn of man, and I don't see an end to it anytime soon, unfortunately. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what's happening here? Do you think that Shani Luke is still living like the mother thinks? Do you think that she's gone? Do you think it's propaganda to say that she is living? Do you think it's propaganda to say that she's not? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. It's kind of a coin toss, really. I don't know. Maybe she's gone, maybe she's not. But I think that anyone who is in critical condition, anyone who is injured, I wish they all get well and return home to their families. And especially those who are not even living in the area. You got tourists, you got Americans injured, Americans deceased. I want everybody to get home to their family. And I want this chaos, this trouble over there to come to an end. But like I said, this area of the world has been fighting for forever, since the dawn of man. And I don't see an end to it anytime soon. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.